Okay ပါ Okay live လေးစပါပြီအဲ့တော့ပေါ့နော်အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါလို့ဦးဆုံးပထမနှုတ်ဆက်လိုပါတယ်အမကတော့ Steady Broad Information Center ကတာဝန်ယူထားတဲ့ဒေါ်လန်လန်လို့ဖြစ်ပါတယ်မအော်ဒီလို့လည်းခေါ်ကြရတယ်ပေါ့နော်တော်တော်များများဟုတ်ပါပြီအဲ့တော့ဒီနေ့မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ပေါ့နော်ဒီစင်ကာပူကနီးပညာပိုင်းမှာနာမည်ရန်ရရှိထားတဲ့ PSB Academy ကိုဖိတ်ခေါ်ပြီးတော့မှ The Future Trend of Digital Marketing and its Impact ဆိုပြီးတော့ဒီ topic လေးနဲ့ပေါ့နော်ဒီဆွေးနွေးပေးဖို့ရည်ရွယ်ထားပါတယ်အဓိကတော့ဗာလဲဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ပြောင်းလဲလာတဲ့နည်းပညာနဲ့အညီပေါ့နော်ဘယ်လိုမျိုးလေးသွားတင်လဲဒီ digital marketing ရဲ့ဘယ်လိုမျိုးသူ့ရဲ့ထိရောက်မှုကဘယ်လိုမျိုးရှိလဲဆိုတော့မျှဝေပေးသွားမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်အဲ့အတွက်လည်းအမားတို့ကဆိုပြီးတော့ဒီ PSB ကနေပြီးတော့မှတကယ်ကိုအတွေ့အကြုံရှိတဲ့ဒီဆရာပေါ့နော်associate lecturer Mr. Mr. Wong Kim Ching ကိုဖိတ်ခေါ်ထားပါတယ်အဲ့တော့ဆရာကနေပြီးတော့မှသူ့အတွေ့အကြုံနဲ့အညီဒီ topic ကိုပေါ့နော်လက်တွေ့လုပ်ငန်းဝင်တွေမှာဘယ်လိုမျိုးသွားနေလဲဆိုတော့အမျှဝေပေးရင်းနဲ့ဒီ PSB Academy မှာဒီ digital marketing ကိုစိတ်ဝင်စားရဲဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဘယ်လိုမျိုးကျောင်းသူကျောင်းသားတွေအနေနဲ့ပေါ့နော်တက်ရောက်လို့ရမလဲသူတို့အတွက်ကိုသိလို့ရအောင်လို့မျှဝေပေးသွားမယ်အဲ့ဒီမှာအမားတို့ကဒီ PSB Academy မှာကိုအခြားဘာသာရပ်တွေစိတ်ဝင်စားတဲ့ကလေးတွေဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လည်းဘာတွေတက်ရောက်လို့ရလဲဆိုတာတွေမျှဝေသွားပေးမယ်အစီအစဉ်လေးဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဒီနေ့အစီအစဉ်အားဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အဲ့တော့ကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်အဲ့တော့ lecturer မစခင်မဝေရင်တနာဆိုတာ PSB ရဲ့ intro လေးပြောပြမှာဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်အမအနေနဲ့ PSB ရဲ့တာဝန်ကမဝေရင်တနာဆိုဖိတ်ကြပါတယ် Hi ဝေရင်တနာဆို yes
အမကျေးဇူးပါအမဖိတ်တဲ့အတွက်အမပေါ့နော်ဒီနေ့ session လေးမှာဒီ slide လေးနဲ့ပေါ့နော်အမတို့ PSB Academy အကြောင်းလေးရဲ့အမတို့ရဲ့ University Partner နဲ့ program ပတ်ဝေးလေးအကြောင်းအမအရင်ဆုံးရှင်းပြပေးခြင်းပါတယ်ရှင်အဲဆိုအမပထမဆုံးအမရဲ့ slide လေးကို share လိုက်ပါမယ်နော်โอเคပါဟုတ်ပထမဆုံးအနေနဲ့ပေါ့နော်အမကတော့ခုနမိတ်ဆက်ထားတယ်အမနာမည်ကတော့မဝင်ရတနာဆိုဖြစ်ပါတယ်အမကတော့ခုမြန်မာမှာ base ထိုင်ပါတယ်ပေါ့နော် PSB Academy ရဲ့ country manager တယောက်ပါအရင်ဆုံးအမတို့ PSB Academy ကပေါ့နော်ဒီစင်ဝင်မှာရှိတဲ့ private ကျောင်းတစ်ခုဖြစ်တယ်အမတို့ PSB ကပေါ့နော်1964မှာစပြီးတော့ဖွင့်လှစ်ခဲ့တာဖြစ်ပြီးတော့အခုဆိုရင်ပေါ့နော်ရက်တီလာနှစ်ပေါင်း90ကျော်အနေနဲ့လည်းရှိသွားပြီအဲ့ဒါအပြင်ပေါ့နော်အမဒီနေ့မှာပြပြချင်တာကကြတော့အမတို့ကဒီနေ့လုပ်တဲ့ပွဲလေးကတော့ digital marketing အတွက်ကိုရည်ရွယ်ပြီးလုပ်တဲ့ပွဲဖြစ်တော့ညာလဲအမတို့မှာရှိရပေါ့နော်တခြားဒီ program အကြောင်းတွေတခြား university partner အကြောင်းတွေကိုအမရှင်းပြပေးချင်တာပါရှင်အဓိကပေါ့နော်အမတို့စီမှာဆိုရင်ဘာ program တွေရှိလဲဆိုအမတို့မှာ business နဲ့သက်ဆိုင်တဲ့ program တွေရှိပါတယ် business ကိုမှပေါ့နော်ပြန်ပြီးတော့ဒီပြန်ခွဲရမယ်ဆိုရင် accounting finance management marketing supply chain management ပေါ့နော်ဒါမျိုးဘာသာရပ်တွေရှိတယ်အဲ့ဒါပြင်အမတို့မှာ engineering နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့ဘာသာရပ်တွေလည်းရှိပါတယ်နောက်တစ်ခုအမတို့မှာ IT နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့ဘာသာရပ်မျိုးတွေလည်းရှိတယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကပေါ့နော်အမတို့မှာဆိုရင် life and physical science နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့ဘာသာရပ်မျိုးတွေလည်းရှိတယ်ပေါ့နော်ဒီချိန်မှာကိုကတကယ်လို့အသေးစိတ်ကိုစိတ်ဝင်စားတဲ့ IT နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့ IT ကိုသွားကျင်တဲ့ computer science လို့ program မျိုးကိုသွားကျင်တာလား cyber security လို့ program မျိုးကိုသွားကျင်တာလားပေါ့နော်ဒါမျိုးတွေကိုလည်းအမနဲ့ပြန်ပြီးတော့ပေါ့နော်ဆွေးနွေးလို့ရပါတယ်ဒီပွဲလေးပြီးတဲ့အခါမှာဆိုရင်ပေါ့နော်ဒါကတော့အမပတ်ဝေးလေးကြောင်းပြပြချင်တာပါအမတို့ကဘယ်လိုပတ်ဝေးတွေရှိလဲပေါ့နော်အမတို့ PSB Academy ရဲ့ပတ်ဝေးကတော့အမတို့ PSB Academy ကပေါ့နော် certificate နဲ့ diploma program ကိုအမတို့ PSB Academy ကချီးမြှင့်ပါတယ်အမတို့မှာပုံမှန် certificate program ဆိုရင်3လကနေ6လအထိကြာပြီးတော့ diploma program သွားရတဲ့ကျောင်းသားတွေဆိုရင်6လကနေ12လအထိကြာနိုင်ပါတယ်တကယ်လို့ကိုက10တန်းဒီထဲမှာပေါ့နော်10တန်းအောင်ထားတဲ့ကျောင်းသားတွေပါတယ်ဆိုရင်ကိုက diploma program ကနေစပြီးတော့တက်ရတာမျိုးရှိပါတယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကပေါ့နော်ကိုက diploma program ပြီးသွားပြီ for example အနေနဲ့ပေါ့နော် diploma မှာကိုက business နဲ့တက်ခဲ့တယ် diploma ရင် business administration ကို6လတက်လိုက်တယ်6လပြီးသွားတဲ့အခါမှာကိုက bachelor program ဆက်တက်ရမယ် bachelor program ဆက်တက်တဲ့အခါမှာဆိုရင်အမတို့ကပေါ့နော်16လကနေ32လအထိကြာနိုင်ပါတယ်16လကနေ32လဆိုပေါ့နော်ကိုယူထားတဲ့ program ကိုယူထားတဲ့ university ကိုမှပူတည်ပြီးတော့ပေါ့နော်သူ့ရဲ့အချိန်လေးတွေကပြန်ပြီးတော့ပွဲသွားတာမျိုးလေးရှိပါတယ် bachelor program မှာဆိုရင်ပေါ့နော်အမတို့ရဲ့ university partner တွေက Coventry University ရှိမယ် Edinburgh Napier ရှိမယ်University of Newcastle Australia ရှိမယ် University of Wollongong Australia Ladford University နဲ့ edit ကိုဝင်ဆိုပြီးအမတို့မှာပြန်ပြီးတော့ရှိပါတယ်တကယ်လို့ပေါ့နော်ကိုက business program ကိုစိတ်ဝင်စားရဲဆိုရင် business မှာဆိုရင် Coventry University ကိုပြန်ပြီးတော့ရွေးချယ်လို့ရတာမျိုးတွေပြီးတော့ဒီ University of Newcastle တို့ University of Wollongong တို့ကိုပြန်ပြီးတော့ရွေးချယ်လို့ရတာမျိုးတွေရှိပါတယ်ဒါကတော့အမတို့ရဲ့ပေါ့နော် partner university တွေကိုကဒီစင်ကူမှာပဲတက်ပြီးတော့ UK ရဘွဲကိုပြန်ပြီးတော့လိုချင်လားဒါမှမဟုတ် Australia ဘွဲကိုစင်ကူမှာပဲပြန်ပြီးတော့လိုချင်လားပေါ့နော်ဒါမျိုးလေးတစ်ချက်ပြန်ပြီးတော့စဉ်းစားလို့ရနိုင်ပါတယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကတော့ခုနအမဒီမိတ်ဆက်တဲ့အခါမှာဒီထဲမှာဆိုရင်ဤပညာတက္ကသိုလ်ကမောင်လေးတွေညီမလေးတွေတက်တာအမတွေ့ရတယ်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒီမှာဆိုရင်ကြတော့အမတို့ master program တွေရှိပါတယ်ကိုကမြန်မာပြည်ကနေပြီးတော့ local graduate တွေဖြစ်ထားတယ်ကိုကတကယ် business နဲ့ပဲ graduate ဖြစ်ထားတာမျိုးဒါမှမဟုတ်ရင် BE ပေါ့နော်BE နဲ့ပဲ graduate ဖြစ်ထားတာမျိုးဆိုရင်အမတို့မှာ master program တွေရှိပါတယ်အမတို့ master program တွေကတော့ပုံမှန်ဆိုရင်ပေါ့နော်12လကနေ16လအထိကြာမြင့်တာမျိုးတွေရှိတယ်ဒီ BE graduate တွေဆိုများသောအားဖြင့်ပေါ့နော် MSc Engineering Business Management လို့ program မျိုးတွေအမတို့ PSB Academy မှာလာရောက်ပြတ်တာမျိုးရှိတယ်ဒီ MSc Engineering Business Management ကပေါ့နော်အမတို့မှာဆိုရင် Coventry University ကနေပြီးတော့ award လောက်တာပါ UK University တခုပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒါအပြင်ကိုကတော့ MSc Engineering Business Management ကိုစိတ်ပေါ့နော်တခြားဘာသာရပ်ကိုသွားကျင်နေဆိုရင်အမတို့မှာ MBA program မျိုးတွေရှိတယ် MBA ကိုမှအမတို့ပေါ့နော်ဒီ Global Financial Service တို့ Global Business တို့ပြီးတော့အမတို့မှာ MSc ပေါ့နော် International Business Management နဲ့ Master of Analytics ပေါ့နော်ဒီ marketing ဆိုင်ရာအချက်လက်တွေရှာဖွေတဲ့ master မျိုးတွေလည်းအမတို့မှာရှိပါတယ်အဲ့ဒီလိုမျိုး master program တွေကိုသွားကျင်နေဆိုရင်အမတို့မှာပေါ့နော်ထိတ်ဆက်ထားတဲ့ university partner တွေက Coventry University ရှိတယ်ဒီ University of Newcastle Australia နဲ့ပေါ့နော်ဒီ Massey University ဆိုပြီးအမတို့မှာရှိပါတယ်နောက်တစ်ခုပေါ့နော်ကိုကတကယ်လို့ IT ကိုစိတ်ဝင်စားတယ် IT ကိုမှ Cyber Security Special list အနေနဲ့ပေါ့နော်ပြန်ပြီးတော့ master program ကိုသွားကျင်နေဆိုလဲအမတို့မှာ edit ကိုဝင်နဲ့ချိန်ထားတယ် master of cyber security ဆိုပြီးတော့ရှိပါတယ်ဒါလေးကတော့အမပေါ့နော် general အမတို့ PSB Academy ရဲ့ပတ်ဝေးလေးကြောင်းရှင်းပြတာပါတကယ်လို့ပေါ့နော်မောင်လေးတို့ညီမလေးတို့ဒီထဲမှာပေါ့နော်အမပြောသွားတယ်မှာမပါဘူးကျွန်တော်ကတော့ first year တက်ပြီးသွားပြီ second year တက်ပြီးသွားပြီအသေးစိတ်ပြန်ပြီးတော့သိကျင်နေဆိုလဲအမနဲ့ပေါ့နော်ဒီ study pro education ကတစ်ဆင့်အမနဲ့ appointment ယူပြီးတော့ပြန်ပြီးတော့မေးလို့ရပါတယ်ရှင်နောက်တစ်ခုကတော့ပေါ့နော်အမတို့ရဲ့ university partner တွေခုနကတော့အမကပေါ့နော် university partner တွေအကြောင်းရှင်းပြသွားတယ်ဆိုပေမဲ့ပေါ့နော်အမဒီကကျဘယ် university ကတော့ပါရှိတယ် ranking ဘယ်လောက်ရှိတယ်ဆိုတာလေးကိုအမတစ်ချက်ရှင်းပြပေးချင်တာပါအမတို့စီမှာဆိုရင်ပေါ့နော်အမတို့ချိတ်ဆက်ထားတာ Australia University ရှိမယ် UK University အပြင်New Zealand University ကိုအမတို့ပေါ့နော်နိုင်ငံသုံးနိုင်ငံနဲ့အမတို့ပြန်ချိတ်ဆက်ထားပါတယ်ပထမဆုံးအနေနဲ့အမတို့ဒီအပေါ်ဆုံးလေးမှာဆို University of Newcastle University of Newcastle ရပေါ့နော် ranking မှာဆိုလဲ 1% လောက်မှာပါတဲ့ University တစ်ခုဖြစ်တယ်ပြီးတော့ဒီ Australia မှာဆိုလဲ top 10 University တစ်ခုထဲမှာပါတယ်သူစိတ်မှာရရှိနိုင်တဲ့ program တွေပေါ့နော်အမတို့ PSB နဲ့ partner လုပ်ထားတဲ့ program တွေကတော့ Business Program IT Program Bachelor of Communication လို့ program တွေအပြင် Engineering program နဲ့ MBA program တွေဆိုရင် University of Newcastle PSB Academy မှာတက်ရောက်လို့ရနိုင်ပါတယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကတော့ University of Wollongong မှာသူကတော့အမတို့နဲ့ချိတ်ဆက်ထားတာက Business program တွေဖြစ်ပြီးတော့သူစီမှာဆိုရင် Management and Marketing Supply Chain Management နဲ့ Finance လို့ဘာသာရပ်မျိုးတွေမှာ PSB Academy မှာတက်ရောက်လို့ရနိုင်ပါတယ်တကယ်လို့နောက်တစ်ခုပေါ့နော်ကိုကတကယ်လို့ Life and Physical Science ကိုစိတ်ဝင်စားရင် Biomedical Science တို့ဒီ Biotechnology တို့စိတ်ဝင်စားတယ်ဆိုရင် La Trobe University ပေါ့နော် Australia ကနေချင်းမြင့်တဲ့ဒီဘွဲကို PSB Academy မှာတက်ယူလို့ရပါတယ်ရှင်နောက်တစ်ခုခုနကမှပြောသွားတယ်ပေါ့နော်Cyber Security ကိုက IT ကိုတော့စိတ်ဝင်စားတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ special list အနေနဲ့ cyber security ကိုသွားကျင်နေဆိုရင်ဒီ edit ကိုဝင် university ကနေပြီးတော့ချင်းမြင့်တဲ့ bachelor သို့မဟုတ် master ကိုအမတို့ PSB Academy မှာယူလို့ရနိုင်ပါတယ်ရှင်အောက်ကနှစ်ခုကတော့အမတို့ပေါ့နော် Coventry University နဲ့ Edinburgh ပြီးရပါ Coventry University ကတော့ UK မှာပေါ့နော် top 50 မှာပါတဲ့ university တစ်ခုဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒီမှာဆိုရင်ပေါ့နော် Coventry University မှာဆိုအမတို့ဒီ business နဲ့သက်ဆိုင်တဲ့ program တွေ engineering program တွေ IT ပေါ့နော် IT မှာ computer science တို့ cyber security program တွေအပြင် media and communication ဘာသာရပ်မျိုးတွေလည်းအမတို့ bachelor အနေနဲ့ပြန်ပြီးတော့partner အနေနဲ့ပြန်ပြီးတော့ run တာမျိုးတွေရှိပါတယ်အဲ့ဒါပြင်ခုနအမှပြောကြားသွားတယ်ပေါ့နော် MSc Engineering Business Management တို့ MBA program တွေလည်းအမတို့ Coventry University ကနေပြီးတော့ PSB Academy မှာ run ပါတယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကတော့ Edinburgh ပြီးရပါသူကကျတော့ဘာ program တွေအမတို့ကပြန်ပြီးတော့ PSB Academy မှာ run လဲဆိုတော့အမတို့ကဒီ Sport and Exercise Science လို့ဘာသာရပ်မျိုးတွေအပြင် Tourism နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့ဘာသာရပ်မျိုးတွေအမတို့ဒီ PSB Academy မှာပြန်ပြီးတော့ run ပါတယ်နောက်ထပ်ပေါ့နော်ဒီ master program တွေနဲ့ဆိုရင် MSc International Business Management လို့ဘာသာရပ်မျိုးတွေလည်းအမတို့ Edinburgh ပြီးရတဲ့အတူတူ partner ဒီနဲ့ပြန်ပြီးတော့ run တာမျိုးရှိပါတယ်နောက်ဆုံးတစ်ခုကတော့ Massey University ပါ Massey University ကတော့အမတို့ PSB Academy မှာ run တာကတော့ပေါ့နော် Master of Analytics ဆိုတဲ့ program တွေကိုအမတို့ပြန်ပြီးတော့ run တာမျိုးရှိပါတယ်ဒါကတော့အမပေါ့နော် PSB Academy ဆိုတာဒီseminar ပွဲလေးမစခင်မှာ PSB Academy ဆိုတာဗာလဲ PSB Academy မှာဘယ်လိုဘာသာရပ်မျိုးတွေရနိုင်လဲဆိုတာကိုပြန်ပြီးတော့အမဒါအချင်းချင်းလေးပြပြပေးသွားတာပါရှင်နောက်ဆုံးတစ်ခုကတော့ပေါ့နော်တကယ်လို့အမနဲ့ပဲ appointment လုပ်ချင်တာမျိုးဖြစ်ဖြစ် application ကြောင်းမေးချင်တာမျိုးဖြစ်ဖြစ်ပေါ့ PSB Academy နဲ့သိချင်တာမျိုးရှိတယ်ဆိုရင်ဒီ study pro education ကနေတစ်ဆင့်အမတို့ကိုဆက်သွယ်လို့ရနိုင်ပါတယ်တကယ်လို့ကိုကစိတ်ဝင်စားလို့ပေါ့နော် application apply လုပ်တာတွေသိချင်တာမျိုးတွေ detail သိချင်တယ်ဆိုလဲ study pro education ကိုဖုန်းဆက်ပြီးတော့မေးလို့ရပါတယ်ရှင်ဒါကတော့အမ study pro education ရဲ့ပေါ့နော်ဖုန်းနံပါတ်လေးကိုရေးပေးထားတာပါရှင်ဟုတ်အမကတော့ပေါ့နော်ဒါအမရဲ့ဒီ presentation လေးကတော့ဒီမှာပဲအမရက်လိုက်မယ်တကယ်ခဏနေကြအမတို့ပေါ့နော်ဒီ Mr. Wong ကိုဖိတ်ခေါ်ပြီးတော့ဒီ presentation လေး digital marketing presentation လေးအကြောင်းဆက်မှာပါရှင် Yes, I
Do I
would like
start now?
to. Yes, I would like to invite Mr. Wong to start the presentation for today. Yes.
All right, I'm welcome everyone again. I'm really glad to be here to join us for this presentation. I'm going to share my screen first, so I'm going to bring it up. All right, I hope everyone can see that. Okay. Give me a second. All right, so I'm a part of PSB Academy. I've been there since 2017, so it's been about 3-4 years, good years. I teach mainly the media related courses, and today we're going to cover a very interesting topic. We're going to cover something about the future trend of digital marketing, what it is about, and more importantly, the impact on the world that it has right now. Okay. A little bit more about myself. I've been a media professional in Singapore, and I've done projects around the world for almost more than 20 years. I started as a lecturer in Singapore's National Nanyang Technological University in 2006, and I've been with PSB Academy since 2017. I teach both the diploma as well as the degree programs in PSB Academy, and I focus on media production and strategy. Okay, so that's a little bit about me. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Okay, so the biggest impact for us this year would be the COVID-19. Okay, so these are some things that happen around us during this pandemic. Now, before and after COVID, okay, working from home. All right, before that, in normal circumstances, it used to be like this, and now working from home, okay, is a little bit more like that. Okay, before and after. Right, this is some of the dangers you get from working from home, obviously. The Z monster. And of course, as a parent, you always have children at home, so it's always very distracting. So this is some of the consequences, right, to the children when they work from home. The parents go nuts and then they try to tie them up. Okay, this is just joking lah. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of interactive activity right now. Okay, so we're gonna answer this particular question. How has COVID-19 changed your lifestyle and school or work? For those, that have a part-time job or stuff like that. Okay, how has it affected you? So what you need to do is that you need to go to this website called menti.com. All right, so menti.com. And use the code above 548191. Okay. Now I'm going to switch to the other screen, and I'm going to show you what it looks like for that. Okay. If you were to go to menti.com, you will see this. And then what you need to do is that you need to input this particular code. All right. So 548191. Okay. I'll give you a bit of time to do that. All right, when you have entered the code, you will end up in this place, all right, where you can actually type in a word. Okay, so how has COVID-19 changed your lifestyle, either positively or negatively? All right, maybe, for example, more time for family. Okay, I'm going to type that in. All right, I'm going to submit that particular word. Okay, you can type up to 10 answers, so take your time, all right, to fill it up. Okay, 10 different answers is fine. And when you have done that, you will see the results over here. So I just want everyone to try it out a little bit. Go to this website, menti.com, and then use this code, okay, 548191, and then type in this and see whether it has done anything for you. Okay. All right, am I the only one that typed something in there? Okay. Anyone need any help in the instructions? Stressed not opening school. So are you stressed out because school is not open? Or are you stressed out because of home-based learning? We're going to talk a little bit about that as well later on. Okay. Any other answers? Oh, wow. Nice. Okay. Less traffic jam. Oh, yes, of course. Definitely less traffic jam. More time for movies. What kind of movies? Do you go to the cinema? Are you sure the cinema is still open? Okay. More time for passionate stuff. Oh, for hobbies. Yes, of course. Yeah, definitely more time for family. And then less hassle. All right, but because of social distancing, you can't really see your friends, right? That's one downside. Okay, I'm going to give it a couple of more seconds. See whether there's any more answers. You can try out something. Okay, I appreciate the participation so far. It's been very good. All right, anything else from you guys? Okay, good, great. Thank you everyone for your participation. I'm glad everyone had a good time doing this. I'm going to go back to the presentation. All right, so thanks for participating with us. Now, of course, even before COVID-19, all right, digital marketing has a role to play in our economy and our business world. I would say it is one of those things that you really need to learn. It's almost compulsory that you need to learn that if you're going to do any kind of business. All right, if you're going into, business administration, you're going to work for a large corporation, you're going to do presentations, having a knowledge of digital marketing really helps. Okay, but how does it affect our economy and the way we work, especially during this time of COVID-19? Okay, let's look at what has been affected by COVID-19. Okay, so there are industries that are affected by this. Obviously, on-site retail. Okay, when we had a lockdown, I'm not sure about your side, but in Singapore, there's a lockdown, there's a circuit breaker, they call it. And a lot of the malls were limited, okay? A lot of the shops were closed, only essential shops were open. That means those selling medicine, or maybe those selling food, all other shops were closed. So on-site retail was really heavily affected by this, okay? All right, so they caused a plunge in the sales of up to 40% during that time. Trade shows, conventions, okay, and events were all canceled, so nobody could have large-scale events. All right, these not only happened in Singapore, but it happened around the world as well. Okay, what else? International travel, hotel, tourism, it's been affected heavily. So planes that fly to other countries are severely limited. In fact, the airline industry is facing a very big challenge. Right? And jobs, of course, are affected as well. From pilots to air steward to air stewardess and to the support team. Some of my friends were retrenched because of this. So businesses that are not digitized or do not have an online presence because they rely on either walk-in customers or maybe just email orders, they are affected as well because they could not be represented. And because on-site sales is affected, therefore, businesses that are not online are all heavily affected by this. Okay, 8,000 over businesses closed down in Singapore alone, not to mention all around the world. So very serious stuff. Now, there is a bright side. There are industries that are thriving during this COVID-19. All right, thriving. Why? Why are they thriving? Online retailing. Sales jumped by 30% through the same period because of COVID-19. People order things online, especially food, and as well as other products. So they get their household items. They even do their shopping or even their grocery shopping from online. Like I said, okay, food and grocery services. This is one of the tycoons in Singapore that specialize in opening supermarkets. Okay, the supermarket chain is called Sheng Siong. Not sure if you have it over there or not, but he recently became a millionaire because of that. Okay, billionaire. Right, companies that have a strong digital marketing presence, obviously. All right, this guy, I'm sure all of you know who he is. He's Jeff Bezos. He's on his way to become 100 millionaire, 100 billionaire. Okay, so 100 billionaire. So billionaire times 100. So he's on his way to be there. Okay, and businesses that have a digital work space that staff can work from home. So they have an infrastructure, right, that the staff can work from home, definitely have an advantage. So this is one of the guys responsible for even this platform that we're chatting in. All right, Eric Yuan, he made $4 billion in 3 months because of the use of his video conferencing software. All right, a lot of people jump on board. So this has become the new normal. After this COVID-19 is over, who knows? People might go back to work in their offices, but not everyone. Okay, so maybe not everyone will do that. Maybe some people, maybe not everyone. Okay, so when this is over, will it be business as usual? Yes or no? All right, the answer will be a little bit of both, kind of. Okay, we're not going back to normal. We're going to reset ourselves to a new norm. Of course, currently is not the normal as well. This is extraordinary circumstances. But after that, all right, will we find a new balance in terms of the way we work and the way we do business? What does it mean for your future, for your career? Okay, if you're into, whether you're into marketing, whether you're into business, or even if you're doing engineering, or even if you want to explore other areas, even as an artist, or even as a media professional. I have lots of friends who are in the art industry, okay, who are artists and performers. All right, they teach or they do perform their performances. They are affected by all this as well. They have to bring their medium online. Okay, so all this applies to all of us, in fact. Right, so this is a very interesting part of what I do. All right. Now, just now someone mentioned about cinema, right, having a theater experience. So will it be over Netflix or will it be in the actual cinema itself? Right? Will people be swayed over to the other side? The question is Netflix doing well during this period? The answer is obviously yes. Cool. All right. Give me a second. All right. Any questions so far? All right.
Hi.
So.
Yes, I would like to ask the student if they have a question or not. Okay.
Okay.
မောင်လေးတို့ညီမလေးတို့ဒီ question ရှိရဆိုရင်မေးလို့ရပါတယ်เนาะ chat box ထဲမှာလည်းအဆင်ဒီလို okay ရဆိုလို့ okay လို့ရေးလို့ရပါတယ်နောက်တစ်ခုက translation လို့ရဆိုလဲအမကိုတစ်ချက်ပြန်ပြောပေးပါအဲ့ဆိုအမကတစ်ချက်ပြန်ပြီးတော့ translation လည်းလုပ်ပေးပါမယ်เนาะ okay ပါဟုတ် yes you can continue Mr. Wong thank you
all right thank you very much so how do I stay in business during this COVID-19 crisis how do I survive how do I adapt how do I thrive you harness the power of big data or AI. All right. I'm sure being young people, you've heard of big data before. Basically, it's a collection of information all over the internet. Basically, you have information you never had before about how people behave when they go to your website, what people do, what are their purchasing decisions. And you have also got AI, which is artificial intelligence, which makes sense of all this data to give you useful reports. Right, about what you can actually do with all this, right? So it helps you in your business decisions. Everybody is accessible to this. Of course, not all the information, but a large part of it is available to you. So with this, it means that you have the power to make decisions about, or at least to look at trends about how the market is going, right? What is popular now? What is in fashion now? What do people want? And you'll be surprised where you can find your clients. You might be producing stuff in your home or in your country, all right, or in your region, something special, but yet you can have clients or customers that are all over the world that you can ship to any part of the planet, just like that. Okay, so the world is your oyster. This represents, okay, how much people get into different kinds of stuff every day on Instagram, on Tumblr, on all the different social networks. All right, so this is what people do on a daily basis. Of course, it's no different in Myanmar as well. All right, so young people all around the world, they generally do the same thing. Okay, now this is a very interesting person. All right, this is the first humanoid robot that has facial expression. This is the friendliest version I can get of her. Usually she looks a little bit creepy, but guess what? She's able to respond to your questions. When you ask her a question, she's able to not only answer it, but also to have the facial expression, right? So they can analyze the tone of your voice, what words you're saying, what are you asking her, and she can, through the power of AI, come up with the relevant answer, not only the answer, but also the facial expressions that accompany it. So it's pretty amazing stuff. This would be really, really close, I would say, so far. All right, there'll be the trend is to generally move away from traditional media. What we're talking about is newspaper, all right, radio, television. In fact, between television and the internet or even Netflix, okay, the line is blurring between the two, even between YouTube, all right? And so a lot of people nowadays, I'm not sure over here at your home, but in Singapore, a lot of people are moving away from viewing television at a regular time. That means they wait until 9 o'clock before they see the news. They are not patient enough. They go online straight away to find whatever they want right there and then, okay? So moving away from traditional media to digital media. One advantage of digital media is because digital marketing is because it's measurable. Everything can be measured. Whereas traditional media, you're just guessing, or rather you're just having people fill up a survey form as to what their preferences are. You don't really know whether they're watching the television or not. Okay. All right, so this is traditional marketing, which is television, newspapers, and all that stuff. And this is digital marketing, which encompasses all the different mediums. I want to show you a little video. Okay, this is, okay, got it. Can I get it to work?
A road diverges in the desert. Lexus. The road you're on, John Anderton, is the one less traveled.
So basically, through the detection of the eye, they can tell who he is.
Good evening, John. You can move the old-fashioned John Anderton. Provides gourmet cuisine. John Anderton. You could use a Guinness right about now. Stressed out, John Anderton.
Escape from it all, Harrison. Get away, John Anderton. Forget your troubles. What's so, John Anderton?
Hello, Mr. Yakamoto. Welcome back to the Gap. How those assorted tank tops work out for you?
Mr. Yakamoto.
Hey, Miss Belfort, did you come back for another pair of those chamois lace-up?
Okay, so interesting. All right, basically the context of the video is that this guy, Tom Cruise, actually they recognize him through his eyes, and then they're able to project the relevant advertisements to him. All right, halfway through the movie, he switched eyes to somebody else, a Japanese fella, and then they're able to, through the same process, detect the eyes and show Mr. Yakamoto, which is who the eyes belong to, the relevant the advertisements belonging to them. Now, this is supposed to be a prediction of the future, but guess what? The future is already here, right? Not in that sense, as in billboards and stuff like that, that reflect who the person is. But every time you go to social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is, when you surf on something and you have some history, that means you have tracked to certain websites and looked at some products, you will find that later on, when you go to Facebook or when you go to another social platform, you find the same advertisement or you find updates, all right? So they know your internet history and they know your viewing patterns. They're able to capture where you have been to and show you the relevant products as to what you're interested in. So that's pretty incredible. Okay. So now this is digital marketing. Okay. So what is digital marketing after all? It's the use of the internet to reach customers, and it's a very broad field, which includes attracting customers via email, content marketing, search platform, social media, and more. Okay, So these are all the different tools that are available in a digital marketing strategy that allows you to capture the audience, win their attention, draw their attention, win them over with your products, convince them that you can be trusted, and then convert them into buyers that will actually buy your products or services. So if you are a marketeer, if you're a business person, you will need this kind of strategies, because this honestly is the present and also the future. So how does digital marketing overcome all the challenge we mentioned previously? How does it do that? All right, it's able to reach out from new clients on any part of the world. Like what I said just now, all right, you might be in Myanmar, but guess what? Your client can be from Brazil, can be from Africa, can be from America, from Europe, from anywhere. As long as they're able to go to the internet, find you and find the product that you want, you're able to produce it and ship it to them, you've got it sold. And guess what? The product might not even be a physical product. It can be a virtual product. It can be a software or maybe a service that you can email over to them. All right, it can be done like that. I remember buying software about 20 years ago when I started in my work from a company in Israel. All right, I never knew it was there, but just because they produce the relevant kind of software that I need, I'm able to buy it off them without them having a representative in Singapore. This is the power of the internet. Okay, so first step is to attract and convert them. All right, this is the top of the funnel. So we have a funnel system, right? Can they find you? Around people around the world, can they find you? So the first step is to attract and convert them through the use of things like SEO, search engine optimization. Okay, search engine optimization is basically when you're listed in Google, you'll be listed near the very top. Okay, how do you get your website to be listed up there? Paid search is the advertisement that is housed right above the organic SEO list. Okay, so you pay Google to be listed on top. That's what paid search is. There are strategies you can use to get listed on top. So going for this course will actually teach you all these strategies, all right, how to use paid search. And there's stuff like display advertising, which is the ads that you see on YouTube and the advertisement that you see on Facebook. Where to place those ads, which market to go after, what criteria or what points do I use to guide the ad along to the right people that I want to meet, right? You use that to display the ads. How do I design the ads? What kind of ads appeal to what kind of people? What are the words that I should use? How big should the font be? Okay, a little bit of that. Of course, this is not a design course, but you will definitely be educated on the various aspects of the trends of digital marketing that help you get ahead and get an advantage in terms of capturing people's attention. All right, so you'll be taught on how to have a critical eye in deciding on what to do or what strategies you want to implement. Okay, all right, different products will require different strategies. Next step is to build trust with your potential client. Now that you've attracted their attention, right? You capture their attention. They say, okay, I'm aware of this brand. All right, this brand, interesting brand. Okay, maybe I call it apricot. All right, instead of apple, we call it apricot. So I'm aware of the apricot brand. So why should I trust you? So now that I've noticed the brand apricot, I need to actually win them over through building of trust. So you need to engage them. That's the middle portion. All right, engage and hopefully sell them something. Okay, so to win them over, you need a second strategy, which involves things like email marketing. So maybe you got them into an email list and then you start marketing them, emailing them some materials for them to consider. Or maybe you have a new video that came out, all right, through social media. So you have a YouTube channel that actually promotes your products and tells people how to use it. Maybe an instructional video or maybe a profile video. So through those videos, although you cannot physically bring the client over to your factory or to your production house, you can actually show them, all right, video clips of your production facility to show them maybe your R&D, maybe your product, how you manufacture it, how you meet up to safety standards, for example. All right, you learn how to build trust that way. Okay, and of course, through content marketing, like what I said earlier, building a YouTube channel. What kind of content should go on this YouTube channel? How should I attract people? How do I create content that's appealing to all these people? All right, these are the questions that are meant to be asked and of course answered. Okay, so this is a very interesting part of my job because I work with clients all around the world. And of course, their requirements are all different. So to think of strategies to use for them, all right, makes me really excited. Okay, I really want to wake up every day and think about new ideas on how to sell their products, how to help them, make them successful, right? This is what I do. Okay, so this is an example of content marketing, how to replace a bike chain. So through seeing that kind of content, I build trust with my clients to show them that, hey, I know what I'm doing. If I'm opening a bike shop, I know how to replace a bike chain. You can trust me with your bicycle, for example. Okay, you can trust me with that. All right, last but not least, okay, you need to convert them to loyal clients, conversion. So you get them to buy, and then after that, retain and make them repeat customers. It's always easier to resell it to the same person, okay? Upsell your stuff, cross-sell, that means sell other products to him. Not just the same product, maybe get his friend to buy one, all right? Get him to recommend to his friend. So how do you create loyal customers after he's finished with the buying process, okay? All right, how do you connect with them? Okay, possibly through e-commerce, right? The way you sell to them, make sure the process is very easy, all right, to sell to them. Okay, it's not a painful process. It will hurt them, all right, hurt your relationship with them if it's hard to sell. Mobile applications to create loyalty. For example, this morning I went to McDonald's. Okay, I have a promotion on my phone and I tap the promotion, I get a discount. That created a loyal customer to me, all right, to McDonald's, because now I can actually get my promos and discounts because of the mobile app. I'm more keen to open up the mobile app, and because I open up the mobile app, it shows my browsing history. It tells McDonald's more about me, so it can cater the product more to me, okay? I want to show you some success stories, and let me know if you know who these people are, okay? Influencers. Does anyone know who this person is? All right, I can't really see the chat. I'm gonna try and see where the chat is. Okay, very strange. I can't see my chat now. Okay, this guy is actually James Charles. Guess what? He's 21 years old. Oh my goodness. All right, not much older than you guys. He has 18.6 million YouTube followers and his net worth is $12 million. And he got his start from the YouTube, okay? His success is drawn because of YouTube and Instagram. So he has a very successful YouTube channel based on beauty products, okay, and makeup tutorials, all right? But of course, he needs to know the ins and outs, all right, on how to use YouTube effectively. Of course, he's talented, but he needs to know the knowledge. So he has the knowledge of digital marketing with him. Entrepreneurs, businessmen, okay, who are they? This guy is Elon Musk, all right, he is 49 years old, or a few years older than me. He is the founder of Tesla, which sells electric cars, and also SpaceX, which is trying to put a rocket into space. And his net worth is $38 billion currently, all right? He uses social media very well. He uses digital marketing to sell his cars. In fact, Tesla doesn't really have any showrooms, very little showrooms. In fact, they sell their cars online. Basically, if you order a car, it'll be driven up to your house and parked in front of your house upon receipt. Okay, so that's pretty amazing. It totally destroys the normal conventional method of car buying. Okay, we have celebrities. I'm sure you all know who these people are. This is none other than the famous BTS. Okay, record for the fastest 1 million views on YouTube. 1 million views of their one video on YouTube in 36 hours. And they have 14 million followers worldwide. All right, one of the most successful pop groups not only in Korea, but guess what? All around the world. All right, they're able to harness the power of digital marketing to propel them. All right, or rather, their company is able to do that so as to win more customers and more viewers and more fans from across the world. Organizations like McDonald's, like I mentioned earlier, all right, their online delivery service alone net them $4 billion over the United States in 2019. And they're heavily invested in digital technologies and digital marketing. Okay, their kiosks are one of the best. All right, their online ordering system is one of the best. All right, they make the process so smooth for the customer that customers keep going back. All right, ordering from them. Okay, so this is definitely a success story. So where would you find your success? If you want to be an influencer, you need digital marketing. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you need it. If you want to be a celebrity, obviously you need it. If you want to work for an organization, or if you want to be a digital marketer, you will need digital marketing as well. So this is one of those things that, guess what? All right, you will need a skill on that, definitely. Okay, so if you're interested in business, or even in media, or even in marketing, business marketing, all right, or even just finance or business related courses, right? This is definitely something that you need to pick up, okay, or be aware of. Right, current trends, I want to quickly run through that. Okay, this is the rise of Instagrammers over in Asia. Okay, this particular one is for Indonesia. So the rise of people in social media is a lot. Okay, how many people shop online? The number keeps on increasing. All right, these are all the online shopping trends they can see. And of course, influencer marketing to sell bubble tea. Even the humble bubble tea now is promoted through digital marketing and influencer marketing. All right, amazing. Future trends, what are they? All right, with wider access to the internet, with the coming of 5G, what will it bring? More data collection, and definitely more opportunities. All right, solving the world's problem, can it be solved with technology? Question mark. Maybe if you can solve one of these problems, you can be the next billionaire. You can be the next Jeff Bezos. And of course, things like wireless power. Is that a dream or is it a reality? Who knows? So these are some of the trends. All right, and with a firm grasp of technology, you're able to bring yourself closer to that. Now, how would an education in digital marketing benefit you? All right, it will increase your net worth and your career viability. That means you add value to your career. Okay, this is the comparison between the jump in terms of salaries by education. All right, this stats is for Indonesia. All right, so basically there's a jump of 13% from high school to certificate, 32% from certificate to bachelor degree, and from 24% to a master's degree. Okay, so these are the things you can get out of this. All right, this is a salary increase, all right, for digital marketers in Singapore. All right, if you're a digital marketing manager. So almost everybody earns 16,500 or less. Okay, then yeah, so that's kind of the amount, right, per month. Okay, of the potential that you can earn as a digital marketer. Of course, if you run your own digital marketing consultancy, that means you do consultancy for businesses, you can potentially earn even more as an entrepreneur. All right. It enhances your net worth and employability. That's what I just said. You can learn the recipe of success from the best. All right, as I said, our lecturers are industry experts with years of experience. For myself, I have 20 years of experience, more than 20 years of experience in the line. Before there was digital marketing, until the coming of digital marketing, I was there throughout the whole process. So I definitely have years of experience under my belt. My other lecturers are all experts in their field. They have been in that for many, many years, and they're one of the best, okay, in what they do. So why do we become lecturers? Because we want to pass our knowledge and our experience to the younger generation. I would dare say that every time we get together, it's always a very passionate discussion, all right, on how to help our students do better, how to benefit them, and We share a lot of new skills that we've learned, or maybe new teaching techniques that we learn from each other. All right, and then we hope to pass that to our students as well. So I would say that there's a very good atmosphere among the lecturers going on in PSB Academy. And of course, this will be future-proof in the sense that if you are embracing technology, if you're not shying away from technology, you embrace it, then you will be constantly improving with it. Those that get left behind are those that say, no, I don't want to learn about technology. It's too much for me. So if you're able to embrace technology, then you're able to move forward with technology. And I trust that being young people, more of you, all of you are more akin to learning more about technology. I would say that my generation is the in-between, okay? We are in between the older generation as well as the young generation. So we're in between. Half of us are moving ahead with technology, but the other half is more old-fashioned and they say, no, I don't like technology. So those are the ones that get left behind. And unfortunately, those are the ones that are facing challenging times right now during COVID-19 because they are unable to learn new things. They don't have the mindset that they want to learn and keep up with technology and what is new. So honestly, I just want to encourage you to continuously learn. Don't waste time. You have youth on your side and you have time on your side. So please keep learning. Okay, now I just want to address something. All right, how does online learning differ from live classes? Obviously, these days with the restrictions, it's a little bit difficult. For example, if you want to study in Singapore, you have to, first of all, apply to come, all right, and then you have to be quarantined for 2 weeks. And some more, this campus is not really opened up yet because the health policy in Singapore for COVID-19 is still on a very cautious side. So we're not opening up large classes yet, okay? Maybe some limited classes that require you to do lab work, then you're allowed. So there are a few responses you can do to say to this. Maybe I don't like online learning. Maybe I prefer live classes. I think one of you mentioned just now that, hey, the schools are not open. All right, so is it different? Is online learning very different from live classes? Okay, now I want to address that. Okay, learning engagement. In terms of learning engagement, the way the lecturer engages with the students, I would say it's the same. It's the same in the level of engagement. The methods is a little bit different. We are using more of online tools to enhance the learning experience. All right, of course, if you're in live classes, you can engage your students more freely by seeing their faces. Over here, I cannot see any of your face. I feel like I'm talking to a bunch of logos, all right, which is very strange. But, okay, I'm able to engage you through, like just now, the tool that I use, Mentimeter, all right, through polls that I can, through games like Kahoot that I can use, all right, to be able to enhance the learning. So I would say the level of engagement is the same. I can get you guys to be involved. I can actually chat with you through the chat as well. Okay, you can respond through the chat. Another advantage I would say, okay, I have a daughter at home that's going through a diploma program, and she's home-based learning right now. Okay, all her lectures are done in the comfort of her own home. Only recently did she start going to school once a week. All right, so she finds that quite fun, but she's so used to being at home. She's comfortable, all right. She doesn't even need to change out her pajamas. Okay, she can just go to class with that. All right, so the advantage of that, there's a higher attendance rate for classes. And guess what? For communications and business studies, lab work is minimal. That means there's no lab work. You don't have to be like an engineering student where you go to the lab and do things. So you can actually do it in the comfort of your own home. All right. So that being said, that you can even do it remotely. For example, you can still be in Myanmar, but you can take a course in Singapore as well. Okay, that's true, right? Students have done that. I've talked to my students before and I say, so so where are you right now? I said, oh, I'm in China. So, oh, okay, sure. All right, I'll email you the stuff. You email back to me. We converse, we chat. We have a Zoom meeting, or we have a little chat on how the progress is. And I'm able to share the presentation and talk to them just as normal. Okay, and social interaction. Okay, you get the benefit of working alongside with international lecturers like myself. You have peers that are international as well, okay, from all over Asia. all right, and sometimes around the world. Okay, I have students from UK come all the way to Singapore to study in PSB Academy because they find that the courses are attractive. Okay, and then you have, of course, around the region, you know, Thailand, Indonesia, China, of course, India, all right, students from all around the region. So that's possible as well. And the other advantage of being close to your family and friends. So you don't have to move away from your friends. Okay, you're still with your family. All right. Okay. Now, important factors to consider in education. You need highly competent and experienced lecturers like myself. I have more than 10 years in lecturing already. Okay, so I have about 13 years experience. So I've been doing this for a long time, yet still being a practitioner. So I still engage actively in consultations and as well as production. All right, so you need all those competent lecturers to be at play. Dedicated support staff and infrastructure. So we have a very robust learning management system that allows you to learn and hand in assignments and have notes, and there are online videos. It's pretty exciting. It's pretty interesting, okay, the way it's being set up. And I would say that our support staff is top notch, meaning that they're really helpful and they're able to go all the way with you to help you along in your journey, in your education journey as well, okay? So they're stellar gang. We even have a lecturer devoted to helping students with their language, all right? For example, if English is not your first language, then they're able to help you look through your assignments, help you correct it, or help you improve it in a way. There'll also be language courses available as well. And of course, continual education and learning. Now, you might say, hey, maybe I'll wait a couple of months, all right, and see how the situation is, okay? To those students, I would say that, hey, guess what? You're not getting any younger. So while you still have youth on your side, start learning, all right? When things improve, let's say, for example, you come into the certificate program, you do 6 months of that, all right? After you're done with that, when things improve and you're able to hop over to the diploma program and you're able to come to Singapore, that time you can do that. Come to Singapore and continue your studies, all right? If you choose to stay back home and continue your studies there, that's possible as well, depending on what course you take, all right? But the matter is, don't waste time because you don't know how is it going to be like in 3 months' time or 6 months' time. I can't tell how long this COVID crisis is going to be. There's a lot of unknowns still. So I would encourage you to continue with your life and live your life to the full right now. So if you want to study, okay, by all means study. All the infrastructure is there for you to learn from. Okay, so got it? All right, and worldwide partnerships. I like the presentation just now where we show you all the partners we have, all the famous universities from Australia as well as UK. All right, we have affiliations to all these universities and they are very stringent in their standards. I know because I sit inside the panel, I talk to them. They're very serious about maintaining a high standard. So they fly their team over to Singapore to oversee the marking and to see all the courses that are done well, to go through the courses and see how they can improve with us. So I've been in the process and we work through all the little details on how to make the course better for all the students because we are all very serious about providing good education for all of you, all right? Okay, cool, that's all from me. All right, we'll break up for a round of Q&A. So I'll hand it back over to the host. Take it away. I'll stop share right now.
Thank you, Mr. Wong. Yeah. Hope you mali winnie the nasoyi. Okay.
Okay, ba. Hope.
Q&A အခုဆိုရင်မစားခင်ကိုနောက်အခြားဘာများဟိုပြောချင်တာရှိသေးလဲမသိဘူးเนาะ PSB အနေနဲ့
ဟုတ်ဒီ session လေးကတော့ပေါ့နော်အမတို့ digital marketing ဟာကိုအဓိကသွားတာဖြစ်ပေမဲ့တခြားပေါ့နော်စိတ်ဝင်စားတဲ့ဘာသာရပ်တွေရှိရင်လည်းအမတို့ဒီ study pro education ကိုဆက်သွယ်ပြီးတော့မေးမြန်းလို့ရပါတယ်ဆိုတော့အမအဓိကပြောချင်ပါတယ်ပြီးတော့ဒီအခုပေါ့နော်ဒီ question and answer လေး session ဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်မေးခွန်းလေးတွေမေးပေးမယ်ဆိုရင်လည်းပေါ့နော်ဒီ lecturer မေးခွန်းလေးတွေမေးပေးမယ်ဆိုရင်လည်းအမတို့ဒီ study pro education မှာလက်ဆောင်လေးထုတ်ဖို့လည်းအမပြင်ဆင်ထားပါတယ်ရှင်ဟုတ်မေးခွန်းလေးတွေရှင်မေးပေးပါနော်တကယ်လို့ဟိုဒီနေ့ session တွေမဟုတ်ဘဲနဲ့တခြားပေါ့နော်ဒီ PSB နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့မေးခွန်းလေးတွေရှင်လည်းမေးလို့ရပါတယ်ရှင်
Okay ဟုတ်ကဲ့အဲ့ဆိုတားတို့သမီးတို့ Q&A session မစခင်အောင်ပေါ့နော်အမားတို့တားတို့ရဲ့ privacy အရာဒီ ACC လေးမေးလို့ရအောင်လို့အမားတို့ဒီ Steady Broad Information Center ကနေပြီးတော့ live link ရဲ့ live session လေးကိုအခုဒီမှာပဲရနာပါမယ်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့တော့ဒီ live session လေးကိုပေါ့ကြည့်မိတဲ့ကျောင်းသူကျောင်းသားမိဘတွေကြည့်နေတဲ့ကျောင်းသူကျောင်းသားမိဘတွေနေပေါ့နော်ဆရာသမားတွေအားလုံးပေါ့နော်ပြောပြလိုတာပါလဲဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အခုနောက်ပိုင်းမှာ digital ကအရင်အရေးပါလာပြီဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်ဒီခုနဆရာပြောသွားတဲ့အချက်တွေဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လည်းပေါ့နော် professional တူဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်အရင်ကိုအများကြီး information ဖြစ်ပါတယ်ကလေးအတွက်လည်းဒီကိုအတွက်ကိုပေါ့နော်အများကြီးလေ့လာမိမယ်လို့လည်းယူဆပါတယ်အဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်ဒီ PSB ကဒီဘာသာရပ်ကိုပဲဖြစ်ဖြစ်ဒါမှမဟုတ်အခြားဘာသာရပ်ပဲဖြစ်ဖြစ်ပေါ့နော်သိကျင်တဲ့ solution လဲကျမတို့ Steady Broad Information Center ကိုပုံဆက်သွယ်ပြီးစုံစမ်းမေးမြန်းလို့ရပါတယ်ကျမတို့ Steady Broad Information Center ကတနင်္လာကနေပြီးတော့မှစနေနေ့ကိုနေ့စဉ်ပေါ့နော်မနက်9:00ကနေ9:00ထိဖွင့်ပါတယ်အခုဒီ COVID အချိန်မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ပေါ့နော်ဒီကျမတို့ online ကနေပြီးတော့မှ Messenger မေးမယ်ဆိုတော့လည်းကောင်းဒါမှမဟုတ်လို့ရှိရင်ပေါ့နော်Zoom နဲ့ပေါ့နော်ကျမတို့မေးချင်တယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လည်းစီစဉ်ပြီး appointment လေးပေးပါတယ်ရှင်အဲ့တော့ပေါ့နော်အားလုံးကိုကျေးဇူးတင်ကြောင်းကိုပြောရင်းနဲ့ဒီနေရာကနေပဲကျမတို့ live session လေးကိုအဆုံးသတ်ခွင့်ပြုပါရှင်ကျေးဇူးတင်ရှိပါတယ်အဲ့တော့ live session လေးရပ်လိုက်ပါမယ်နော်